This is the new intro. Check it out.
3, 2, 1.
Xenon, the Virtual Entertainment Programming Network. tvepn.com. tvepn.com.
Jump.
Coming to you live from TVEPN Studios. The Slam Show. The Slam Show. And now your host, Slam.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, everyone, to the very first Slam Show for 2012. And it is a special holiday edition. A very big holiday, not only because it is officially a, what do you want to call it? Everyone shut down business-wise for this Monday, but it is also my birthday.
Whoa. Birthday.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone, to the Slam Show. I am geared up. I am so geared up because this show is going to be the one that kicks off this new year in a very high and positive manner. I'm shaking. I'm really shaking, Sage.
God.
I'm really shaking because
You're
this
excited.
is so. Yeah. It's just incredible. Before I get into anything, I want to back up a little bit and ask how everyone's New Year's went. But before I get into that, I want to introduce the entire hosting staff. On the mic next to me, we have my cousin Noah, the runner. Let's give it up.
Woo!
Yeah, Corona Noah.
Actually, Noah Corona tonight, Slam.
Noah Corona.
That's his nick. All right.
We're going to go with that tonight.
All right. That's a special name for a special evening. I have no doubt about that. I'll accept it. Cool. On the stool, we have the lovely Ladysage. Let's give it up.
Woo!
How are you?
I'm fabulous.
Looking pretty damper there.
Yeah, thanks. I had to put on something real quick that fits.
Oh, yeah.
It's the holiday weight that we're struggling from.
And you know what, guys? See this shirt here? This is from Sage. Yes, it's a real sexy one.
It's really appropriate, isn't it?
Very appropriate. It just fits the tone exactly how I would like it to be for tonight. It's great. Thank you very much, dear.
You're welcome.
All right. We have sitting down the incomparable Pistol Pete. Let's give it up.
Woo! Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy birthday, Sam.
Thank you. I appreciate you being here, being able to hang out, and all that good stuff.
This is fun.
Yeah, it is,
Yes.
isn't it?
This is going to be a fun one.
You're not sweating as you usually do.
Nope.
No,
you got 3
no
jackets
chicken
on.
grease this time.
No chicken grease.
All
Yeah,
right.
man, what's up with the jacket? Take it off.
man.
It's cold
Yeah,
in
what
here.
the
Get the air
fuck?
conditioning
Really?
on.
It's cold in here. Really?
Are you serious?
Really?
Oh, my God.
I'll lend you my leg warmer.
We have like 50 people in the studio, and you're freaking cold.
All right.
You're just like a.
Want me to take it off?
Take it off.
Take it
off.
There it is.
Do it slow. All right. We have in the
There it
booth
is.
my super partner, DJ Stallion. What's up?
Yo. What's up, man? Happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
DJ Stallion.
DJ Stallion is the one that kicks off everything and makes sure I'm all right on the birthday level. And it's just incredible.
Yeah.
I really appreciate everyone that was able to come out. There's quite a few people that are behind the scenes right now. And Noah, Sage, I can't really turn around because I'll be looking crazy looking, but just go down the list. Who's in the house?
We have Homer, Perfect Tan Norbert, Ursula, Nick, and Randy the Seeker. Let's not forget about Randy.
Yes.
Fatih, Jocelyn, another Perfect Tan crew.
All right. There you go. And as our special guest, I don't know even how to begin with this lovely lady. She is the most highly rated up-and-coming superstar in the adult film industry, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for Miss Isis Love.
Welcome, Isis.
Hi.
How are ya?
I'm so not up and coming.
Coming.
I like the way it sounded. That's why.
Yeah.
Up
I'm
and
so
coming.
like old school, like vintage porn.
No, fresh face, and you're doing really well, and we're so happy to have you here. Thank you very much
Thanks.
for gracing us with your presence.
Thanks for having me on your birthday.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't have
No,
had
thank
it
you.
any differently.
Thank you for coming on
Right.
Sam's
Thank you.
birthday.
What's up with the sexy voice, man?
It's always sexy.
Did you hear what he said though? That's because you gotta.
Yeah, Stallion is always sexy. He has to have that low baritone to go with everything
Yeah.
at the right moment. All right, let's go ahead and back up a little bit. How was everyone's New Year's Eve? Stallion, go ahead and go with your events.
Events. I popped by my friend's party real quick in Concord, and then I came over to a party where Pistol Pete was in the mix, took over for him so he could party.
As usual.
Yeah. Hey, we rocked the show, and
Yeah.
had a good time. And then, yeah. I didn't drink or anything else, but everyone else
You
did
didn't
around
drink?
me.
You didn't even drink any wine?
No.
Everybody
What
offered
the
him a
fuck's
drink.
wrong with
They
you?
were all offering me a drink. and-
Everybody.
This is New Year's Eve. You're
Yeah.
supposed to party up.
Yeah, they were handing me some mixed shit. I didn't know what it was. I
Really?
didn't wanna-
That's Stallion.
Oh, yeah, that's some
Hey.
poison.
A couple people were passed out in the corner, so they must have had that drink, so I didn't want to have that.
Oh,
It had roofies or something?
Something that was in
Little
there.
Rooflin.
I think Nick woke up in the basement.
Nick woke up in the basement.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous. Pistol
With
Pete,
who?
Chained?
With who? Who was
Pistol
he
Pete,
with?
tell me how everything panned out on your end.
Well, my cousin's party was off the hook.
Okay.
Stallion came by. You know, he mixed it up around midnight. And
Started playing some polka.
no, what'd you play? You played
I started playing
Give Me
some
Everything by Pitbull. You know?
Okay.
bunch of other stuff, yeah.
The one
Yeah,
with
the same
countdown,
usual shit.
Yeah.
Countdown and
Yeah.
everything else, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun though.
All right.
It was fun.
Cool.
Best
Noah.
best one ever.
Noah, what'd you do?
Oh man.
Corona.
It started Monday, Monday actually. I was with Pistol Pete, went to Massays.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good luck charm apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and you're wearing your good luck charm, Patrick Willis 49er jersey.
Absolutely. And I don't really know what happened the whole week.
Oh, just a
until-
blur.
Yeah, I didn't go out New Year's Eve. I went out the day before.
Okay.
I didn't really have any plans, but
So it's like a pre New Year's
shit,
thing.
just as well, my friends, we just all were available on the night before, so we went out, watched a little bit of UFC,
Mm-hmm.
went to the next bar, played some pool.
Okay.
We ended up downtown Vacaville,
All right.
and from then it was just kind of a blur. I didn't remember getting home.
That's scary.
I don't
That's
remember
some
getting home,
scary
but
shit.
it was. You combine anytime you see me this year
Right.
and mix them all together. That's what happened.
Mm.
That's what happened. So the next night, New Year's Eve, I had to work all weekend, so just kind of laid low, drank a beer at midnight, and just reflected on 2011.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
eventful year for me.
Yeah, I saw you spent like an hour putting up that post on Facebook,
Oh, man.
like very dedicated, like a whole freaking novel.
Yeah,
was
I was getting mad.
I was like,
because-
damn, should I like his post? There was like 60, 70, 80 likes, and I'm like, I don't think he'll miss it if I press
Yeah,
like or not.
exactly.
I got my fans. They never went away.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got my followers.
Was that beer you drank a Corona?
It was a Corona. Yes, it was. So that's how I rang in the new year. Just reflected on 2011, and it was good. It just really, I wouldn't say peaceful, because there's a bunch of fireworks going on in my neighborhood.
Yeah, a lot of dogs barking and shit.
Pyros trying to tear the neighborhood down. Good neighborhood too, but anyway,
That's Vacaville for you.
The V.
that was it. I had a good New Year's Eve.
Okay, excellent. Isis, how are you?
I'm in recovery.
Can you elaborate on your festivities?
We just had parties all weekend, but I didn't stop until 3 o'clock this morning.
What?
So I'm really tired.
No wonder you never returned any texts until like now.
She's like, should I go or not? No, I'm just kidding.
no, not at all. If it's on my calendar, I'm gonna get there.
Yeah.
But man, I just had people over since Christmas, the day before Christmas, like all the way through, and then New Year's, the last minute, we decided that there was so many people at my house, we decided just to have a party, and then everybody came over, and then I think like at 4 o'clock we went to an after party.
Mhm.
Like everybody from my party went to this after party.
Where
and
was
then-
that at?
In Clayton, in the hills in Clayton.
Oh,
And then
just down the street from Perfect Hands.
Are you sure it wasn't there?
Oh,
And we weren't invited? No, I'm just kidding.
oh busted again.
Hush, hush, hush. No, so I mean, we went there and like it was good. I played a little poker, and then within like the hour, there was of course the drunken fight. And
Oh
then
yeah, the typical.
it turned into like a huge brawl, and then we're like, okay, let's go. And then we all went back again to my house, and then everybody just stayed. 8 o'clock in the morning, I went to sleep for like 2 hours, got up, cooked, watched the games all day, and then
Man, that's a
3
hell
o'clock
of
this morning, went back to sleep finally.
See, that's a hell of a life, Noah. I love that shit.
I love it.
It's just incredible, just that going to sleep at 8 a.m. I'm telling you.
I don't do that often, let me just tell you.
You just want to be clear.
I'm dying. I'm like, my voice is lost, and
Liquid nitro. Get her one.
man.
Oh, we have some cough drops if needed.
Or Corona.
I feel like
all of the
right now.
above.
Right on, right on.
Can I just tell you really fast that there are a lot of good-looking people in this room. Like, everybody in this room
As yourself.
is hot.
That's funny.
Yeah, well, they took their freaking good-looking pills before they came down. That's for damn sure.
Thank you for inviting me to this orgy.
Well, it's our pleasure 100%.
Yeah, I came for the gangbang.
Oh, well,
Hell
it's,
yeah.
it's definitely into play,
So
that's
bend
for
over.
sure.
It's your birthday.
Oh!
That's what I said.
Everyone out there, you know where this is going, this tone on the Slam Show for this evening. Well, as far as us, we had actually, let's back up. We went down to the Ziofredo's over in Pleasant Hill for a little din-din.
Yeah,
and
we had date night, and it was fabulous. It
Yeah,
was
it was
good.
Did you say hi to Big Tony?
Yes, and
Yeah.
he told us to stay away from your ass because you're going to make everyone...
Retarded.
Yeah. I didn't want to use that term, but yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wait, what did he say when he mentioned Joey?
Same thing. So it's all in good fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the owner of Ziofredo's really respected your situation and loved our company, so it was all good. And as far as New Year's Eve, we did a very highly unusual event, which turned out to be pretty okay.
Well, this is what I said. It was safe.
Yeah, it was a safe...
It was really safe. We got home at, what, 12:45?
Something like that. Yeah.
And I loved it. I mean, I was sober and...
Yeah, I mean, I've done everything from 30,000 concert audiences to freaking house parties on New Year's. So this particular event was a private event that was booked like 8 months ago. So I was pretty obligated. And it turned out pretty well. It was a very humble experience. But at the same time, hey, you booked me early. You got me. I'm sticking with you no matter what. Even if I had Vegas on my list. So it's all good. Anyway, that is what was happening for the New Year's introduction starting, and I am just so psyched up, guys. I mean, this show, I just don't know how to begin because there's so much love here in the room, and we have our past guests and also our previous hosts is just chilling. It's just lovely. And I really appreciate everyone coming out, hanging out, because this is not only going to be a show, it's going to be a party. That's for damn sure.
Where's the cups? Where's the wine?
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going to take a quick music break and be back with the sports segment sponsored by Liquid Nitro. Stay tuned. Yo.
That's how I look.
I wish we had an audience to every show. That'd just be a lot of good energy in the room.
There's so many people in here.
Are you sure you don't want an energy drink?
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink yours first. I'll have some of yours. You don't need it. Are you trying to get
Just randomly. Yeah.
So, Homer, how's Cindy doing?
Oh, she's good.
Is she over in Egypt now?
Randomly, please.
Oh, she's living there now. Oh, that's right, because she said she was just moving
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah, she's living in Egypt, and I just saw her like 2 days ago.
Nice.
Online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so we're is it really you? Yeah, just doing the webinar class.
Okay.
Yeah, one Egypt, one trying to get to the picture you can't
Right. Yeah, that was a good show we had on Halloween.
She's really good. Here's my background. She's good at what she does.
Yeah.
She's faster than I am.
You know, Sabrina, I'm gonna fucking win a lot of money today.
Oh wow!
My clothes are falling.
I didn't know her that well. Now I
That's okay.
Part of the show, I guess.
Yeah.
She's advertising us in the magazine.
Still want some candy?
In stores, summer days poolside, indoors. That's the outcome when you grind with force. Living good, living rich like the white man. My whole team eats, you can ask my hype man. Me and the fam, he Jamaican for a nice tan. Said I was straight, finally left, made the right plan. plan. Now they see me, mistaking me for Jim Jones, balling in the end zone. They love what I bring home. Wifey get pink stones, kids get whatever. Show me straight A's, they gifts are even better. I seen it and did it. Law of attraction, please admit it. I'm talking with action. Just cold clean, they jocking in fashion. Tell me what it costs, I'll break out the Franklin.
Catch me ballin'. Catch me while I'm ballin'. Oh, 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 oh. Catch me ballin'. Catch me while I'm ballin'. Sitting under.
Vallejo, California, also known as Guantanamo. Yeah, graduated and from the game, I'm on an honor roll. Me and my amigos, zeros in my street clothes. See Cove in these streets so activated, now beef so. Built to grind and manufactured to monopolize. How can I fall off? I'm rolling all this merchandise. Google these nuts t-shirts for the girls and guys. Sticking and moving and grinding, gritting and living the merchant's life. Doing the do to getting that gouda, flipping Shabbat and not a worry in the world. Hakuna Matata, I'm a Leo lion, king of the jungle, but not Mufasa. Boss up on the tosser, pull up knocking in front of casa. Conan the barbarian, such a humanitarian. The game got a good jab, I mastered the art of parrying. Carry a lot of weight on my plate, but I ain't falling. I'm all in for the win. Now catch me while I'm ballin'.
Catch me ballin'. Catch me while I'm ballin'. Oh, 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 oh. Catch me ballin'. Catch me while I'm ballin'. Sitting under.
I can speak for me and KOB. 24/7 grinding, that's our J.O.B. I work for this, and you can't say nada. Finally got a job at like 6'4" Impalas. People say I deserve all this, but I'm modest. To be honest, you and I both know I'm one of the hottest. I work for mine instead of being on the turf with nines. I focus on my shirt and rhymes. In the process of enjoying the fruits to my labor and cruise for navigator and suits that is tailored. In regards to the haters, I'm proof that I'm greater. Big bang, take a little bit. Do with your paper. Yeah, I'm moving like that. Flying fit for my implying sense. Some of the nice shit. I ain't no scientist, but the science is just put your mind to it.
Catch me ballin'. Catch me while I'm ballin'. Oh, 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 oh. Catch me ballin'. Catch me while I'm ballin'. Sitting under.
All I'm saying, you gotta see it. Law of attraction. Check that book out. The Secret. It worked for me, so it can work for you. Ryan O'Keefe, what up, homie? You know what I'm talking about? Stay on your grizzle out there.
Catch me
Bound to have
Thank you.
Okay. Whoa.
Catch me while I'm ballin'.
Yeah, it's double flash.
Welcome everyone to the Slam Show. We are back. This is the sports segment sponsored by Liquid Nitro and all that good stuff. Guys, what's up? We got the Niners finishing at 13-3.
Number 2 seed.
Yep, they took care of business on the road against the Rams. The defense looked kind of shady, but heck, you know, it's
the last game of the season.
Yeah, they took it easy.
Hey, they did their thing.
Yeah.
They had some interceptions.
They just made it excited at the end. That's all they did.
That's true. So it wasn't anything to worry about.
Actually, the defense broke what's his name, Kellen Clemens.
Right.
Broke him in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah,
so
he
they
was
did
done.
their job.
Exactly.
They did their job. They broke him and sealed the deal.
Exactly.
He went off limping.
I think the Niners are going to be ready for their January 14th game when whoever that opponent is. It's just going to happen to break down on Wild Card Weekend who that matchup is going to be.
Birthday weekend too. Let me add.
Oh yeah,
birthday weekend.
What
oh
team?
Noah, you're going to be what?
28.
28.
On the 15th.
You're a pup.
Wow, we're the same age. How's
Noah, your birthday's coming up.
Yeah. On the 15th, I got that weekend off, so we're gonna have to celebrate.
Yeah, make
Coronas and everything.
Yeah, Coronas and the Niners winning.
More Coronas. There you go. Now, all across the bay, we have the very disappointing Oakland Raiders.
Ha.
Yeah, it was, although we're all Niner fans here, we share the Bay love, supporting and all that.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I'm a Niners fan.
The Raiders are not the Bay. They need to go back to L.A.
Oh.
What were you going to say, though?
I was going to say, it would have been nice for New Year's Day for all the Bay to win. That was
I know.
it.
That's true.
It would have been good.
Yeah, and that's the whole reason why I'm trying to say, hey, there's always next year. Unfortunately, did you see that game? It was horrible.
Horrible.
I
mean,
didn't.
the freaking defense was garbage.
Well,
But all I can say is Tim Tebow's team
Can you believe that?
are in the playoffs.
Can you believe that?
Go football gods.
There's a three-way tie. There's a three-way tie, 8-8 in the AFC West, and Denver took it.
Yeah.
Denver took it.
But
Yeah,
Sam,
they took it because based on their opponent's common record, Denver has
That's
the better
the third
one.
tiebreaker.
Right.
but seriously,
Did I
did the
just say-
Raiders
did-
deserve to get in?
No.
I mean,
No.
they
No.
just broke the record for most penalties in a season.
That's true. But do you think Denver deserves to be in, losing 3 in a row, limping into the playoffs?
Yes.
But being the
Or
most
do the Chiefs
penalized
deserve to
team,
be in?
Denver doesn't deserve shit either. That guy's just like a comeback, whatever.
You know, don't hate. Tim Tebow is a
You
phenomenal
No, you
player.
just like him because you think he's cute. If he was ugly, you wouldn't even know who he was.
Isis, do you know who Tim Tebow is?
No.
Well, he's that's Sage's boyfriend, basically.
And I'm allowed to date him according to him, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know, but do you think, Noah, that Tim Tebow and the Broncos are going to make any noise against the Steelers next week?
You know, I was
You think there's a chance?
thinking about this. If you've watched the Steelers this year, they haven't been as strong as they have in recent years. There have been 2 games against the Browns where they could barely beat them. They could barely score points against the Browns.
Crazy,
of all
huh?
teams. So
And your boy Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis, he came out this week and said he believes in the curse.
Right. That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
The Madden curse.
The Madden curse. But you know, I'm a diehard Niner fan. But
Yes, you are.
I did want the Raiders to win because I am a fan of Carson Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
And for him to come out of retirement, he completely refused to go to the Bengals.
Right.
For him to come out of retirement, I was going for him.
Yeah.
They didn't make it, so it's all right. Niners are in.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Incredible turnaround. We'll see what they could do. Because the Niners, they just have to trap you. Do that methodical running game, get that defense in, and next thing you know, you're just in a black hole of freaking hardballness.
Niners got heart.
Yeah.
It's not a stat you can measure it, but if you look at it, the same players from last year
That's right.
are this year, and
Mhm.
Harbaugh inspired them. When you get inspired, you are capable of amazing things.
You're fucking inspiring me by the way your dialect is, man.
Thank you.
you know what though? But the Raiders, I think the Raiders have a good team. It just pisses me off that, the penalties is what kills them.
Well-
They're just the coach sucks.
Penalties are based on coaching. That's the discipline
sucks.
during the week,
Yeah, they
saying
play
you can't
dirty.
do this and you can't do that.
Hugh Jackson's got to go.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
if you added up all the penalties the Raiders had in a lifetime,
They have good players. All I could think of was pound that bush.
Pound that bush.
Remember that? No.
That's look, I don't live in the past. That's last year.
Oh my goodness.
You mean like a couple weeks ago?
I'm ready
days ago.
for new beginnings. All right.
That's crazy. All right.
that was thinking of another kind of pound that bush.
Oh, brother.
What up, Sam Williams?
So, closing out the sports segment, UFC
Ah, shit.
141. DJ Stallion, I know you were all chilling at home.
Yeah, I was
in
chilling
depth.
at home. You guys were eating that night over at Zio's, and I was watching it, man.
Yeah, let's talk about the main bouts.
Well, there's the second to the main bout was when Diaz was fighting Cowboy.
Yeah.
Like, all up to that, man, they were talking mad shit. Like, Diaz, the Diaz brothers, all they do is talk shit.
Yeah, I remember on the weigh-in freaking
Yeah, dude, he walks up in
and
his
slaps
jeans.
his freaking cowboy hat
Well,
off.
that was like the face-off, the weigh-in,
Yeah.
the weigh-in where he walks up in his jeans and his boots. All the other guys are walking up with no shirts and their shorts on.
Mhm.
Diaz walks up in his boots and everything. He takes them off, all cocky and everything, gets on the scale, and they told him he was 1 pound over. And he has 1 hour to lose 1 pound. And then Cowboy Dude's like, fuck it.
That's possible.
And he goes, fuck it, I'll fight him anyways.
Right.
So during the whole fight, they were just mad shit. They didn't even shake hands at the beginning. Diaz even flipped him off like in the third round.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
And then at the end of the fight, Diaz gets on the mic and says, hey, man, I'm sorry. It was this and that. It was all for TV, blah, blah, blah.
That's true.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was just funny. I mean, I had to see him do that because they're both the Diaz brothers. That's how they are.
Yeah,
They're just-
real arrogant Bay Area guys.
shit talkers, whatnot. Except Nick, the bigger brother, wouldn't have apologized.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There
so,
you go.
Yeah.
And how about the Brock fight?
Brock fight, man. It was a lot of build up to this fight, because Overeem came over from the Strike Force.
Mhm.
He was a champion over there, and he was a champion for the Dream and champion for some other places. Pride champion. I mean, K1 fighter.
Right.
All sorts of different kinds of styles. Both were. He's 6'5", like 265.
Yeah.
And Brock's 6'3". But when they stood head to head with their shoes off, they're the same height.
Isn't that crazy?
So he's really 6'3".
Yeah.
So everyone thought maybe Brock would at least go to second, third round with him. But after his illnesses and everything going on with him, and he's been away from 18 months.
Right.
man, it's just that.
Yeah, he was dragging. If you,
Oh, Brock looked like shit. He looked like
Brock,
shit, man.
Brock was slow. He was just loafing around. Like
Yeah.
fat ass.
Yeah.
Isis, you're a big UFC fan. Did you get a chance to see it?
No, I suck. I mean, my family was over. I just had time with my family and my friends,
Mhm.
and I got invited to watch the fight, and I didn't go. But
Well,
I mean, I know the Diaz brothers. So.
yeah.
And I off screen,
Mhm.
they're really nice people.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh, yeah, I mean,
most of the time it
I
is
met
just for
him.
show.
Yeah, that's why I didn't get to see it, and then hearing you say that, I was like, wow, really?
Well, yeah, because I
Crazy.
met the other one, Nate, over there at Redux. He
Nate
came a
Diaz,
couple
yeah.
of times at the club.
Mhm.
But like on camera, man, those guys, they're like, WWE,
they play it
they're
up.
shit talkers, yeah.
They played up.
And people were like kind of booing him and all this stuff. And at the very end, when he apologized, everyone's kind of like, even the other guy came over and they shook hands and whatnot.
Mhm.
So it was all cool at the end. But back to the Brock thing, everyone thought, okay, if Brock takes this guy down, then it's a wrap because he's going to get on top and do his thing. But kind of like a minute into it, Overeem kicked him in the stomach.
Over and over again, like he was aiming for that intestinal freaking issue he had.
But the one big kick that got him, he kicked him in the stomach and backed up, and he was like 3 feet away, and all of a sudden there was that hesitation, like a little kid when he falls down, and 5 seconds later starts crying. Brock just like buckled over and grabbed his stomach, and he leaned against the cage and just kind of put his hands over his face, and then Overeem came over and started punching, and the
Mhm.
ref just stopped it, and then Brock just popped right up, and he turned around and leaned towards the crowd, and he just shook his head.
Yep.
And he was in so much pain when he got kicked in that stomach, because he had the operation where they removed like 6 to 8 inches of his
Intestinal.
Intestines.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I can understand why that would hurt more than anything.
Well, he had a good run.
Yeah.
So
oh, definitely.
he's
Yeah.
gonna
People
go into
talk
the-
shit about him.
Yeah.
And said he was was washed up or he's a fake wrestler, but no, that guy's when he was an NCAA champion, 105 bouts, he won 100.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's a real deal.
Yeah.
He just
just age caught up with him.
well, he's
and
still
it's
young.
his time.
I mean, he's 34, but after 2 operations, almost dying.
Yeah.
He he needs a good couple years of
Recovery.
And he said he retired. That was his big announcement. Either way, if he would have won or lost, he still would have retired.
Mhm.
So he went out with class and everything else. But the thing about it is, he's the biggest drawer of UFC history.
Right.
When Brock Lesnar's there, they sell out more than anybody.
I agree.
So now Overeem's like basically the new Brock.
Well, you know what? Off the MMA topic, there is a reality show called Caged. Have you guys heard about it? It's on TV now.
Yeah. What about? Are you going to start
I'm gonna
viewing
start
it?
watching it. I mean, anything reality, I'm there. I mean, check out the hot guys.
What is it, Cage Fighters?
Yeah, it's called Caged. Caged. Caged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Brock, good luck into your next phase of your career. But yeah, he looked really lethargic.
Yeah.
It was bad. I felt sorry for the guy.
I think is in his mind, he was already thinking, okay, this is I'm going to retire anyways, kind of thing, and it's just that 18 months of not doing anything.
That's true.
That's why he was supposed to fight Del Santos after the Ultimate Fighter season finale, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just because he was still sick.
Yeah.
And that pushed him
Is
back.
he older?
No, he's only 34.
Yeah, but he has a lot of mileage.
Yeah.
It's just like a running back that you pound every freaking year for 2,000 yards.
Does he have a family?
Yeah, he's married to Sable, the old WWF diva.
Yeah, I remember her.
They got kids.
Is he not thinking about his future, like his kids?
Well, that's what he's trying to do, build a future for his family. She doesn't work anymore.
Okay, so did he make enough money on that last fight?
Well, he's got a lot, and basically what he said is, he goes, "It's time to, I promised my wife that I would quit my kids. It's time for me to be, father, husband, blah blah
Well,
blah."
then that's it.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
There you go.
So he retired basically at 34. Needs a very well-off man. He'll come back in a couple years
No,
or 3
why?
years.
Why would he? Why?
Just to make that, make that comeback.
The comeback fight, they always have it.
Like Randy
Make that
Couture
quick-
and all those guys.
Yeah, make that quick paycheck.
Someone
that
will come back.
windmill.
Yeah, someone will call him out. And say
WWE.
Somebody will fix a fight.
You know what it is though, because this is what's funny though. There's been rumors that Brock's going to come back to the WWE.
Right.
And now
that's a little easier.
Well, it is.
You don't have to get punched. You just have to.
Well, no, it's kind of worse on your body because those guys go all year round, nonstop,
and it's fake,
and they can die.
But it's all it's all scripted.
They can die by doing a stupid move.
But you can die in UFC by getting kicked wrong or
And there's more wrestlers there's more injuries in fake wrestling than there is UFC. It's because the guys are there every night.
Is
every
this a
weekend.
DJ Stallion freaking statistic book or something?
I think so.
This is the real deal, dude. So after
he does. He knows his shit. Seriously.
Okay, after the one
all right, Mr. Backup.
when Brock
No, what's
when
up
Brock
with that?
lost against when Brock lost against Cain Velasquez, Undertaker was in the crowd.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he walked by and he said something to him.
Yeah.
And then that kind of said, he's like, you said you're like a little bitch or something like that. So,
Yeah, I remember that little YouTube
Yeah,
video thing.
yeah. And think about Undertaker. He's been doing MMA for like 12 years. Like he knows he's been fighting MMA, but no one really doesn't
never knew
know
that.
Yeah.
What?
I'm telling you, man, it's the DJ Stallion, the source of
Yeah.
of information.
Source of knowledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Booth,
Exactly.
the booth of knowledge.
I know. He's scaring me. All right, that closes out the sports segment, sponsored by Liquid Nitro, Real Energy, no bull.
And our new sponsor too, Wingstop.
Yes, we have our new sponsor that came on board due to DJ Stallion's major sales pitch. Thank you very much, sir. We
Yeah,
have
thanks to
Wingstop.
Derek out there and the staff at the Pittsburgh and the Pleasant Hill location, Wingstop.
Hooked
You see
it
the
up.
commercials all about it and, on TV
And
and
we're
all
going
over
to
the
chomp
place.
down on that later.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wingstop's open late.
Open late.
And it's right off the freeway.
That's right.
Definitely, and they got all sorts of good flavors. He hooked it up fat, and we're going to eventually get him on the show in the future.
Perfect.
But thanks to Wingstop out there and at Pleasant Hill and Pittsburgh.
Cool,
stores.
cool.
Sweet.
All right, we're going to take a quick music break and be back with the entertainment segment sponsored by Perfect Tan. Hang tight.
Me say day, oh, daylight come and we don't wanna go home. Yeah, so we losing control. Turn the lights low 'cause we about to get blown. Let the sun shut down. Burn it down to the floor. Damn, me say day, oh, daylight come and we don't wanna go home. Check that out, what they playing? That's my song, that's my song. Grab my drinks, I've been waiting much too long, much too long. And this girl in my lap passing out, she's a blonde. The last thing on my mind is going home. From the window to the wall, this club is jumping till tomorrow. Is it daylight or is it nighttime? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. We gon' tear the club up. Me say day, oh, daylight come and we don't wanna go home. Yeah, so we losing control. Turn the lights low 'cause we about to get blown. Let the sun shut down. Burn it down to the floor. Damn, we said day, oh, daylight come and we don't wanna go home. We drank the whole bottle, but it ain't over. Everybody jumping on the sofa. Standing on the chairs, standing on the bar. No matter day and night, I'm shining. I'm a star. From the window to the wall, this club is jumping till tomorrow. Is it daylight or is it nighttime? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4. We gon' tear the club up. Me say day, oh, daylight come and we don't wanna go home. Yeah, so we losing control. Turn the
Welcome back to the Slam Show. This is the entertainment segment sponsored by yours truly. Oh my goodness. Perfect 10 in the house. Let's go.
Jocelyn and Norbert's in the house.
Can you guys be here every week? We love it. Every week.
Yeah. Their presence just makes everything that much more. Oh, are you guys sitting on each other's lap?
No.
Don't get too freaky there, Joss, please. All right, to kick off the entertainment segment, check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys heard about this story, but some person in North Carolina came into a Walmart, wanted to purchase about $500 worth of stuff, and presented a $1 million bill and insisted that it was real. All right, just like said,
Genius.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. He was at the point where it was like, go ahead and call the police, arrest me, whatever. And guess what? He was arrested. And till this day, they're not sure whether or not that bill was real, because after he got arrested, it was like no one heard about the person ever since. So, who knows? There might be something that's going on. I mean, a $1 million bill.
He didn't even think to break it. Like, oh, let me get $500,000.
Two.
That's
crazy.
I mean, I had a $1,000 bill in Vegas one year. I mean,
did you?
Yeah.
I thought it was coins.
No, actually, because I was playing roulette and I went back with my coins to the thing and I was playing around. You have a $1,000 bill? And the lady's like, yeah. And
No
I'm like,
way.
Oh shit. Okay, but and I thought about it. Well, fuck it. No, I know. I need to make change.
Okay, who's on $1,000 bill?
Oh, iPad, hold on.
ISIS, Google it.
$1,000 bill, huh?
Ask Siri.
Yeah, there you go. Ask Siri
Ask
on
Siri
your iPhone.
something. Ask Siri,
Images
Pete.
for a $1,000 bill.
Well, that's...
Got it.
Obama. Oh, wait, no.
It's not Obama.
I said Obama. I was like, wait, no, who is this?
Obama?
It can't be Obama.
There's a couple different ones, though.
Schwarzenegger?
There's like a lot of different ones.
Okay.
It's Grover Cleveland. Remember him?
Yeah.
From history class?
Yeah,
On the Cleveland
Hell
Browns?
no, I don't pay attention in history.
You guys were just there like 7 years ago. Fuck.
What number was it?
Here.
Look at that. Let's see. What?
Sam?
That is... Who is that? Yeah. It's Grover Cleveland.
Yeah, that's what my iPhone just told me.
Yeah, there you go. So it's confirmed.
I didn't know that. I'm not that smart. I didn't know that.
Well, you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. You pushed up your IQ level there, Noah.
I only know Benjamin. Show me the Benjamin.
Show me the Grover.
You guys are funny.
That's crazy, man. Someone coming in there. Why would you buy something at
Well, $500.
Why don't you go buy a freaking car or
Well,
something?
yeah, buy
a house with $1 million bill or something.
Maybe he was drunk and thought it was a...
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I'll keep you guys updated with that as far as the outcome of this gentleman. We'll see what happens. $1 million bill. That's incredible.
Remind me of the time when the guy went to the bank to pay for a $25 fee that he had on his bank statement. Came in with with all pennies. And they arrested him.
Yeah.
Remember
Ain't that messed up? All pennies, and it's still currency to a certain degree.
It's legal tender.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Pennies or not. Moving on to our second segment topic. Jay-Z and Kanye. Check this out. A few weeks ago, they were asked by a billionaire sheik over in Dubai to perform. And guess what? They were paid roughly $3 million to perform for this sheik's daughter's 16th birthday party. Wow. I mean, I know the song Paris is off the hook. That's for damn sure, but to pay nearly $3 million just for a performance, that's a bit pushing it.
Haven't you seen
Look how
those
big
shows,
that place
those,
is.
like My Super Sweet 16? And the kids are like crazy. I want a limo and I want 2 Range Rovers because I need one for the daytime and one for the nighttime.
Yeah, but see, I think 90% of that is all staged.
Well, no, it's all like the singers and actors' kids, anyways.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of it is legit.
Well, you cannot compare someone that lives in Dubai over that lives over here. I mean, they are freaking.
Yeah, you're talking about Dubai.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
It's just chump change. Well, here's $3 million.
You're talking about where you're the prince, but your cousin's also the prince.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, are they all like at a stadium or is that inside his backyard? Or
That's
what?
probably in his freaking palace.
It's huge, man.
So
probably like 10,000 people there.
Everybody's a prince out there.
I mean, I forgot who it was. I think it was J-Lo that one of the sheiks and billionaires over in the Middle East wanted her to perform. It was like an outrageous amount. I think like $5 million for J-Lo to perform. So, heck, I mean, they have the money. They toss it left and right like it's nothing. So
props
That's
to
different because
Jay-Z.
it was a waste of money. That's why.
it's crazy. It's crazy. Now, closing out our entertainment segment. All right, this is when you know the apocalypse is coming right now.
No.
Check this out. They passed an ordinance starting January 1st over in San Jose that you can no longer be given any plastic bags at any retailers. So that's it. If you want a bag, it'll be a brown paper bag, and you have to pay 10 cents. So as of right now, the ordinance is in San Jose, no plastic bags at all.
Wow.
Is that
Wait,
crazy?
why?
Yeah.
Why?
It's an ordinance. They just passed it. That's what I'm saying. We use the freaking plastic bags for freaking
Garbage.
and it's just so
Filipinos.
It's just so easy.
And Johnson's snapping next to me.
and
People do the same thing.
and it's just
and Randy.
So Sam,
So pretty much everyone in this damn room
Yeah.
uses the
10
freaking
cents.
plastic bag as
10
garbage
You
miner.
I use it for the cat litter.
See, what's crazy-
You bunch them up and you put them in the little container or in everybody has their space for them.
Yep.
Yeah, so I mean the alternative obviously is the brown paper bags for 10 cents, but that's not
Each?
a plastic bag. I
Like
mean, it
if you
doesn't
have
have that flexibility, and it's just you have to be able to have that. So wow, they're just taking away our freedoms because that's just mandatory.
crazy.
Plastic bags to me is just like having regular mail delivered. You know what I mean?
Well, now you know why I jack plastic bags every time we go out. And you're like, babes, what are you doing? And I'm like, don't worry about it.
Get
Now-
a box of them.
I mean, just
Now buy it from me, people, because I got tons.
now think about it,
You can sell
everyone
your
out
plastic
there.
bags for 5 cents.
I know, and it's plastic.
Yeah.
Now think about it. If they're passing this ordinance over in San Jose, and I also read that it is also in some parts of San Francisco, it's going to come down over here into the East Bay. That's for damn sure. So you guys better start stocking up on those plastic bags, boys, because
No, I'm gonna get the reusable bags, like the Trader Joe's.
fuck that. You know what? That is just
I'm
the
gonna
most.
get the Trader Joe's reusable bag.
I got one.
All right.
I got one.
Okay, then go ahead and have some like freaking spillage of old ass chicken or something like that. Just build up in it, and you'll see how well that'll be
In my
like
Trader Joe's bag?
in any
To
in
go
any
grocery
reusable
shopping.
bag.
I'm gonna wash it.
Wow.
He doesn't believe in washing,
are
and so do I.
No, that stench is gonna
Rinse.
still stay in there, Isis.
That's
So
like,
Sam,
that's like reusing a condom.
is this a one-time fee? Like you go to the register, you have all these groceries, and she puts your groceries into the bag. 7 bags. That's 70 cents. That she's gonna charge
Exactly.
you?
Per bag, 10 cents. Yeah, and it's a brown paper bag. So
There's gonna be a lot of arguments at the.
it's already. I mean,
That's why you need to start jacking plastic bags. I've been
Start
doing
jacking
it.
them.
I'm gonna be like, hey, you can take
ABC,
that
check this out.
carton of milk and put it in that bag.
check this out. ABC News interviewed some guy that was coming out of one of the retailers in San Jose, and he had it under his armpits, his freaking groceries, and he refused to pay 10 cents for a brown paper bag. So it's like, hey, if that's the route people are gonna choose, hey,
I mean,
why not?
they don't give you bags at Costco.
Okay.
They don't give you shit. You get me
Well,
tear out
I
by your
can't
hands.
comment on
Are you
Costco.
kidding? We'll give you the bottom of a box at Costco.
That's true.
But
That's true.
everything is bulk that you don't, it's so huge that you could
Fit in
just,
the bag anyway.
yeah, you just walk out with a big freaking pallet.
We love Costco.
Oh,
I
no.
want to know
Look-
how many panels and how many
to go to
committees and how many
Costco.
council members, how many people did it take to come up with this decision?
It-
Because you know it probably took them 5 years and they wasted about $10 million of taxpayer money
That's right.
to get this ordinance.
That's why we have to pay it back. 10 cents a bag.
and they take our bags away.
I don't know, but
Not right.
you guys, you think you could live without the plastic bags?
Hell no.
That's what I
Yes.
use for my cat litter,
Yes?
man.
See, I mean, look at the multiple uses: the garbage cans, the cat litter. What else? Use plastic bags.
Super scooper.
To kill people.
Pete uses them sometimes on his girls.
See, you need us.
Whoa.
I don't know.
ISIS, where the hell did you come up with that?
Well, because I was changing the trash the other day, and it said on there, like, do not let an infant use if bag gets around, mouth or face. Yeah, it always says, like, it's asphyxiation or...
Mm-hmm.
Well, that is if you're 3.
And that sounds, you know what? That sounds kind of sexy too.
I mean, your kid can accidentally kill themselves with a paper bag.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
I'm trying to look at the bright side of things. Everybody's so negative. Let me just it's
10
2012. Let's be happy about something. We're gonna not have plastic bags out on the street from people throwing them out of the car, from the on the sidewalk.
True.
At least if it's a paper bag and somebody dumps it on the street, the rain will dissolve it eventually.
I don't know how you're supposed to use an ice pack and get a wise. You put some ice in a plastic bag and you get an ice pack.
Put it in
Be
paper.
a man.
Yeah.
And get an ice pack. You just get an ice pack. Put it in a Ziploc. There you go.
Get some frozen peas out of your freezer.
Yeah, use a steak. Be a man. Use a steak. Slab of meat.
All right.
Hey, Sam.
Check this out.
Ask
All right.
everybody in the
Randy's
chat.
vegetarian. You can't use a steak.
Yeah, everyone in the chat room, chime in on this topic. What do you think about the ordinance not to have plastic bags anymore
Give him
and
the mic.
so forth? And here in the studio, raise a hands. Who wants to have plastic bags still?
I'm raising both hands.
Okay, see, there you have it.
I think it's
You know what? All the other people that are in the audience, they're on your side. I know that for a fact, Isis. They're loving this.
No. I mean, to each their own. But I have I have kids. I'd rather them live and grow up in a world where it's just a cleaner environment for their children, the children. So I'm not against it.
Mm-hmm.
And if people want to buy their 10-cent bags, I mean, spend $1, get some recyclable bags, or just figure shit out. It's fucking this is a first world problem. Can I fucking tell you that right now? There's countries that don't have plastic bags, and places that people look at third world countries. They don't have food. They go to the store and buy one piece of bread and bring their gallon of water to and that's what they have. They have their bread, they have their water, and then they go home and kill a chicken that they're good for the fucking month.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, damn, you just really made me feel fucking bad. Because I'm I fucking need my plastic bags, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a
damn.
It's a first world problem.
I need a drink.
Yeah.
Menage a trois in the kitchen.
I agree. And you know what, Isis, you're perfectly correct. Maybe they could just make biodegradable bags of sort that are just as flexible as the plastic bags in some sort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's still hope to make it happen. But hey, that's just what we have to deal with in 2012, this new law. So let's just work through it.
Yay!
Yay, plastic bags. I'm going
All
to
right.
check you tomorrow.
We're going to take a quick music break and be back with our exclusive interview with Isis Love and break down who she is and what she's about and why is she one of the top Google searched adult stars on the planet. I don't know.
Because everyone in this freaking room Googles her.
We'll be right back here on the Slam Show.
It's in my head.
This is #1 champion sound. Yeah, Estelle, we about to get down. Who the hottest in the world right now? Just touched down in London town. Bet they give me a pound. Tell them put the money in my hand right now. Tell the promoter we need more seats. We just sold out all the floor seats. No interview with the NME, cause I will only make enemy. No Q&A with the Q today, cause I really don't have good to say. Who killing them in the UK? Everybody gonna say UK. Reluctantly, cause most of this press don't with me.
Let's go. Going like that, boom, boom. Girl, I wanna put you up in my room. I wanna put you up against that wall. So you wanna pay to take your clothes off. Everybody don't like it slow. Consider me one of them folk. Let's get to it, get to it, get to it, get to it. I'm kinda crunk and I'm on this scene. Walk a little blast and that's my once I had a shot of that good Patron. I remember my boxes are like Roy Jones. Everybody don't like it slow. Consider me one of them folk. And let's do it, let's do it, let's
Oh yeah, welcome back to the Slam Show. That's a little Get Fresh booty music, a little special Slam and Sam edit there. If you like that, just go to my site, tvepn.com or slammin.com.
What was in that remix?
Just a whole bunch of stuff.
Eminem?
Yeah, you heard that, huh?
Yeah, Lose Yourself?
Oh, you're paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Pistol. You're on my good side.
That was good. I liked it.
Was he ever in your bad side?
No, he's on my extra good side.
How long did it take you to do that song?
He was on his backside.
Took me about 5 years.
Nice. That's a long time.
All right, everyone, check this out. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This young lady has taken a lot of the adult industry by storm.
Damn, you have like a...
Yeah, you like that. See, just a little collage. See, I prepped it up really well. You know what I'm saying?
He was creeping on your profile.
I know, stalker.
I've been doing a lot more than that. Well, check this out. This lovely lady is in studio tonight to kick off 2012 with us here on the Slam Show on my special birthday edition. Let's give it up for Isis Love, everyone. Woohoo! How are you?
Good.
Yeah, and look, let's get a little focus in because you've been on your iPad this whole time, dear. You know.
I'm focused.
Yeah, let's get a little. There you go. I got you on the big screen. How are you?
I'm good.
Cool. Let's go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty. How did you get started with being in the adult industry? Did you like kind of work your way up, like from say go-go dancing or just being out in the import scene? Just back up and kind of get us up to speed.
Well, I was dancing, and I met a girl that was dancing, and she shot.
Whose is that? That was scary.
Is that mine? Not mine.
Stallion, you freaking freak.
Someone was boinging just now.
Don't disturb her, cutting her off like that. I'm sorry for that, Isis. Go ahead.
Okay.
It boinged.
Anyway, there was a girl that was dancing there that was a porn star, and everybody like hated her and talked shit because she had sex for money, and it was like she's a whore, she has sex for money, and I was like, yeah, well, she's really nice. Like, have you ever actually talked to her? But of course nobody did. And she came in one day, and I was like, oh, you're not supposed to be here today, and she was like, yeah, I was supposed to shoot this scene, and the girl canceled, and so I'm working, I'm stripping today to make the money, and I was like, oh, I'm like, well, what was she supposed to get paid? And she was like, $400. And mind you, this is years ago. And I was like, $400? I'll fuck you for $400. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah. And at that time, I had a girlfriend and I didn't tell her. But I was like, yeah. So she called her friend and we got picked up from work and we went and shot this porn. And it was super simple and it was not like the girl sex that I had at home. It was it was like, move your head to the side. I'm like, but I can't reach her vagina. They're like, move your head to the side. I'm like, okay.
Damn.
But we need this shot. Move your head to the side. I'm like, but that's not real. And we shot it, and then from there it was just kind of like people would call me from the director called me and was like, hey, do you want to come shoot for us again? I was like, maybe like next month. And it was always kind of just like that. Like I stripped, and then I had a job, and then I went to school, and then I had another job on the weekends, like bartending. So it was just one of those things that I always did on the side. And
right.
people would call me or...
So you were just a Renaissance woman, huh?
Let me tell you, this is how long ago. People would page me, and...
The pager, huh?
Now I know it dates you because you said pager.
People would page me, and then I would, like, call them back, and they're like, hi, we got your number from so-and-so, this other director, and we're interested in shooting you. And I was like, oh, well, I really don't feel like shooting this month. And that's kind of how it was. And
Right.
And I just kind of did it on the side, and then from there, I just... did a little bit more and did a little bit more and did a little bit more and, then
and now you are where you are.
Well, then moved to San Francisco and got a job directing and producing and did that for 3 years and didn't shoot for a really long time. And then my contract ended there, and for 6 months I was like, well, what do I want to do with myself? And then from there I started shooting again in LA, and that's more when I became more popular.
Right.
just-
LA, obviously.
Yeah.
You're not going to get from here in the East Bay.
You mean in the San Fernando Valley?
I was already shooting in LA, but then I moved out here.
Gotcha.
And, I had a directing job out here in San Francisco.
Okay.
And then I started shooting again in LA. But then I started shooting for like the more well-known companies. I mean, that's not true. I shot for a lot of companies, but it was more like that's when Brazzers was big, and I started shooting for Brazzers and Bang Bros and Naughty America, and just as more well-known companies, Hustler, Vivid.
Yeah.
So, and then from there, that's,
how everything kicked in.
And then, hey, I'm here now, yeah.
Oh, there you go. So were you born and raised where?
San Francisco, California, baby.
Okay,
Hey.
cool. There you go. Yay, area.
Hey, area.
All right, so let's go ahead and back up to your very first sex scene. Were you kind of timid at first, shy, or did it just come naturally going all out?
I mean, it was a girl scene, and it was very, like, simple. I can't remember, like, the exact, like, word for word what it was, but we were at the house. We were at a house, and I can't remember if it was my parents' house or her parents' house, but we were at a house, and we went to I think it was her parents' room, and we were like hanging out on the bed, like pillow fighting, like young girls,
And this was an actual
teenagers.
film situation, right?
Yeah, I mean, stuff I do normally. So it's the same thing. That's my personal life. Yeah, no. So we were like pillow fighting, and then we moved on the pillows, and there was a dildo, and we were like, oh wow, what's this? And it was just like, oh, ooh, it vibrates. Like, let's use it. Oh, look, oh.
Ooh, Noah likes that.
Hey, I like this seat.
It was just one of those,
That's cool.
I'm sorry, back up. You said your parents' house?
No, there was the scene.
You're like you're like the schoolgirl type.
It was the role that I was playing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's like a sleepover.
It's okay.
Pillow fights. Oh, I get it now. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. Like young girl. Oh, I found this. What is it? Haha.
So your first role, it just came naturally. There wasn't any stress. It was like, let's just do it.
Yeah, but you have to remember. I mean, I was dancing already, and I mean, we did stage shows. We did shows on stage where, it's a stage show.
Mitchell Brothers.
No. That's like, no.
That's where Pistol Pete frequents. So
No.
So when it comes down to like what studios and directors want, do they give you any options as far as like picking partners or a particular type of size, whether it's a guy's or a girl's breasts? I mean, what are things that you have to kind of like work with?
I mean, it just depends on who you are in the industry. There's girls that are fucking divas, like super, like I'll only shoot with these 3 guys.
Right.
And you're just like, oh god. So then every fucking scene is only with one of these 3 guys, and then who wants to see this girl with the same 3 guys always? Doing the same shit. Just watch this one fucking scene.
Yeah.
But I mean, girls are picky like that. There's like no list. We have a no list. Girls or guys that we don't want to work with. And
really?
That's generally how it is. Or like, they'll call you and say, hey, there's a scene. Somebody's interested in shooting a scene with you, and it's with this talent. And you could say yes or no.
Right. And
it's that easy.
And is there any like particular size that you prefer, or it just doesn't matter? Break it down. What does ISIS really want?
Oh, I'll tell you right now. Physically, you can only fit so much in.
Okay.
You only have so much depth inside of you, so it really doesn't matter how big or how big or small it is. It's only going to go in so far.
Right. Okay.
So
like, say for example, the director says, okay, you're working with so and so, and from word of mouth that his isn't up to par. Does that kind of like push you away and just say,
it depends. Like, what do you mean by isn't up to par?
Just kind of
like, does it fit?
Well, yeah, if it's just not long enough, or just he's going to be a troublesome type of scene type of guy.
If
How do
I
you
know
work
it's going
through
to be
that?
a troublesome type of scene, I'm going to say no. If it's not somebody that hasn't been in the industry a while and I don't like know who they are, I'll go look them up. So, but again,
But you have no preference.
Well, not that I don't have a preference, because I do have people that I prefer to work with, and that's more just on who you have chemistry with and who you mesh well with and who you can bang out a scene.
Yeah, exactly.
You can bang out a scene, the whole thing in an hour, or you can be on set for 5 hours with somebody like
and just struggling
they're
with
trying
it.
to figure out they're trying to get their lines, and you're just like, oh God.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just like you eventually figure out who you work well with. And
Gotcha.
That's more of what it is. It has nothing to do with size or
Gotcha.
anything like that.
Well, I mean, that's probably a very common question with
It's more
some
of a
guys.
personality thing.
Yeah.
Trust me, if you don't want to be on set with somebody who's a fucking asshole.
Right. I'm pretty sure you dealt with some individuals that were pretty much a struggle to deal with and try to get the scene completed, right?
Yeah, not too many, but yeah.
Okay. And how do you work through it? Do you just kind of like tell the director, let's just move on, let's fuck the scene?
Well, a lot of the scenes that I do now, I direct myself or
Mhm.
produce myself, so I can just be like, this isn't working, and I'll call the scene, and the girl can go home.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much it. So, and then I'll just rebook the scene with somebody I know will work out, or somebody that I've shot before, or somebody that if I need the scene. So.
Gotcha. So, as far as the directing part, as you just mentioned, that's something that's evolved, like currently, or has it been something there?
Well, it's funny because you're like, oh, Isis Love up and coming. I've been doing porn for 12 years. So, the funny thing is, I've been directing for this is going on my 7th year directing. So I'm really not up and coming. I'm really, like I said, I'm old news.
I kind of like that the coming part. That's why I had to slip it in. Not
slip
No
it in.
point intended. No
Just
point
really-
intended.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I know your track record speaks for itself as far as what you've been able to accomplish. And believe me, there's a lot of big fans in the studio right now. That's for damn sure. Huh, Noah?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just Googled you.
Well, check this out. When it comes down to like your fans, like say the ones that are kind of obsessive and so forth, what kind of like experiences have you had to try to like say, hey, brush off a bit. You're kind of like invading my space. You're invading my privacy. How do you deal with that?
I have a really amazing, I think, fan base. I'm a very normal person, and I don't
absolutely.
put myself out there like, I don't know. I'm just very humble, and I go out and I meet people, and I go out in downtown Walnut Creek, and I go to Krogan's, and I go to
Redux,
and I go, if I have friends that are performing at Vice, I go to Vice, and I go to Masaya's and play pool. Actually, go to Masaya's, and they have karaoke night with the band, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, you just made Noah have an erection right now because that's his place after Mondays.
Can we cue the boing noise?
Wow.
Karaoke on Tuesdays, huh?
Look at me sneaking in.
And, I mean, Tiki Tom's has karaoke also. So I'm a Bay Area girl, and I live in the East Bay, and I go out in the East Bay, and I meet people all the time. I'm just a normal person. So most of my fans, if I meet them out in the street or at a club, they'll realize that I'm a normal person and I'm just cool to hang out with. And a lot of times they become my friend. So.
So, knock on wood, you haven't had anything that's kind of went over the edge.
I've had stalkers. I've had crazy stuff happen. I've had letters dropped off to my mom's house, preaching about God and how I'm, sinning and all this stuff, and that's kind of irritating. And I feel really bad for my mother.
Yeah,
she has to see that. But I mean, it comes with the territory, and you kind of have to.
Roll with the punches?
Not roll with the punches. I mean, you take it with a grain of salt, but you're aware of it, and you're, aware that somebody's stalking you and they're going to your mom's house and dropping off shit. And you just kind of, keep on your toes.
That's cool. And it hasn't gone to the point where you had to get the authorities involved or anything like that?
Yeah, I've had to call the police once and do an incident report.
Okay.
Yeah, more recently. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's certainly hope that nothing ever gets to that extent where it could be vital to your well-being. That's for damn sure.
What's funny is I always tweet because I'm always home with my roommates playing Call of Duty and
got Call of Duty fans here in the studio.
But I'm always at home, and I'm like, I'm kicking my roommate's ass. We have a gaming station set up. We have 5 Xboxes in the house.
You just made every guy in here an erect right now, big time.
So can I get some of that? So but people are like, why do you have roommates? You should make enough money to live by yourself. But I feel more comfortable with roommates. All my roommates are guys. Every single one of them.
Right.
And I just feel comfortable, and I know that I live in this house full of guys. They have guns. They have, you know what I mean?
You're protected.
Yeah, and I'm not too worried about it. And then my house that I had in LA, I lived there with my brother and my cousin, and they're the same,
Yeah.
So
It's just a comfort knowing that you're around people that are looking out for your best interests.
yeah.
5 big brothers.
You can't beat that. So, when it comes down to like some actors and actresses that you haven't worked with, who are they that you're looking forward to in the near future?
I've been doing this for 12 years.
And pretty much there isn't anyone that kind of stuns you like, well, I haven't had a chance to work with so-and-so.
Have you worked with Tara Patrick?
No. Do I want to work with her? No.
No? Okay.
No thanks. I'm good. I'm not like, people are like, oh, you're a fan. Are you a fan of anybody in the industry? No.
You just do your own thing.
I mean, we're all the same, you know, we're all just working, we're all, you know, we're normal people.
Of course.
There's girls that I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I'm working with her because she's like Charlie Chase, you know, she's a friend of mine.
Mhm.
She's fucking hot. She's fun to work with. When we work together, we do amazing scenes and we have a great time. And most of the time we're laughing off camera.
That's cool.
So.
Right on, right on. Speaking of scenes, what are the most favorite ones you like to do?
Well, vanilla porn, I like to do.
Can you explain to
Yeah,
the
well, yeah.
listeners and viewers out
Explain
there?
to the ones
the
that doesn't-
innocent-minded what vanilla means.
Vanilla is like Brazzers.
Yeah.
Vanilla is like Naughty America is very vanilla. Where like their fetish or, you know, niche type stuff is
Mhm.
like big boobs. Like that's the fetish. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's a girl that's doing normal sex and she just happens to have giant tits or like round butts. It's very vanilla. There's not a lot of crazy hecticness
Mhm.
going on. That's what I'm going to say that's what like 90% of people are accustomed or acquainted with. Like that's what they know. That's what their hands know. That's what their eyes know. You know, that's what they watch. That's what they help themselves to. So
Gotcha.
they have their gentleman's time. That kind of stuff, I really like the stuff where it's like I did the Batfucks parody,
Mhm.
so the Batman parody.
Yeah.
I like that stuff because it's action. We get to fight, and we have like the green screen behind us, and we do like, you know, we're on like rigs, and we do fight sequences.
And everything's CG post-production.
Yeah, it's fun, and we have like script, and you know, we have stunt people coming in and doing motorcycle tricks and stuff like that. So,
That's cool.
and I'm on set all day, and it ends up being a really good feel, and you know, everybody becomes family at the end, and
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite type of vanilla porn, is like more the mainstream pictures, and my favorite type of more fetish and BDSM porn that I do is
The bondage stuff.
I love the bondage stuff.
Okay. You're scary, Noah. Noah has a scared look.
I'm listening intently.
But that's the type of thing. I mean, anything that I can tie somebody up, and I don't know if you guys know what like decrophilia is.
No.
You got to clarify for Sage everything, Isis.
Please.
It's okay. She wants to learn.
What?
It's a fetish. I enjoy making people cry. It's a power thing. Them crying is them being able to release their tears in front of me, but still yet give themselves to me and like trust me that I'm not gonna murder them or, you know, or cause great bodily injury or harm.
And then you do this by inflicting pain or by
Pain,
words?
pleasure, psychological, verbal humiliation, all kinds of stuff. I love having slaves and tying them up and forcing them to come and having, you know.
The only thing I think I could think of right
And
now,
making them cry.
I'm envisioning when you say bondage is that hot knee-high latex wear. Is that what you guys wear?
Sometimes. I mean,
Of course, you guys are naked, but you know, I'm talking about like.
I mean, latex, leather, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Outfits, costumes, but
Well, I like that.
yeah, I'm really into tears. So anything that induces tears, I really, really, really enjoy that. And I'm really into feet, and I have a huge foot fetish as well. So if I shoot a movie and it's like foot fetish involved or tears involved, then it's gonna be like an A+ for me. And one of my favorite is I shot this Wired Pussy shoot called Fuck Doll with this girl Peyton Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And I like tied up, directed it and shot it. Anna was in it. But I was like electrocuting her, and her tears were just pouring down her face. But she was just so trusting to me to like continue. You know?
Right.
And at the end, she was like, I never ever thought that I would experience anything like that in my life, and she was so proud of herself. And that's one of the things that I like, pushing people to their edge, and then a little bit further. And I like, it takes a strong person to be a slave, and it takes a strong mind to get through it.
I'm kind of sensing Randy the Seeker here wants to be participating in that because I'm just seeing a lot of jittering and stuff.
Hey, you could do like a Tiger Woods parody, and he could, play the Tiger Woods part.
I've done a Tiger Woods parody.
Well, that's Randy. He's a stunt double.
Well, check this out, Isis. You have your Jenna Jamesons, your Tara Patricks that kind of like moved up into like mainstream corporate level merchandising and stuff like that. Do you see yourself kind of developing into that arena?
I go back and forth with it because I know I could, and I know it would be easy for me, but then I think, like, do I want to be doing adult stuff for the rest of my life? And that's the one thing that I don't know if I want to do. Like, I think I'd rather take my money and invest it in some kind of business and have my own business, and I don't know.
Okay.
So I go back and forth.
You just want to keep your options open, basically.
Yeah, I have a lot of options. I have a lot of stuff that I could do, and
you're just a Renaissance woman.
Just take it one day at a time.
So if you have, like, say, a young friend that's saying, hey, Isis, how can I get into the industry? What would you say to that friend?
Well, it would depend on the mentality of my friend, because I don't think the porn industry is for everybody. People are definitely not... People who are definitely not in, like, mentally stable should not do porn at all, ever. Or even strip, because that's also something that's very emotionally hard.
Right.
Because, people look at you like you're a whore or a slut, and your family... You have issues with the family, issues with the friends, so it's a lot to deal with mentally and emotionally.
Right.
But if they have a good head on their shoulders and a family that's 100% supportive, or even if they are not worried about their family, and it's not going to get them down if their family finds out, I will lead them in the right direction. And I give a lot of advice to people, a lot of advice to girls that come in the industry. Advice that 12 years ago when I got in the industry, I wish somebody would have told me. Like, Isis, you're brand new. This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do with your money. This is what you need to do with your name. This is what you need to do branding-wise. This is what you need to do if you're going to start your own line. Like, this is everything that you should do. So now when girls come in the industry, that's what I tell them.
And that's what you'll preach.
How to manage their money. Always have something to back, a backup plan.
Yeah.
If you're going to school and this is what's paying for school, continue school. Get your degree. Like, don't just rely on porn, because if you break your leg, you're not shooting for 3 to 6 months. If you hurt yourself, I know a girl that had that she had a disease in her stomach, and it was like the lining of her stomach, and she didn't have insurance, and she had to have all these surgeries on her stomach, and she just couldn't work for months and months and months and months after. And the girls come in, even guys, they come in and they make, $1,000 a day, and they're like, holy shit, I just made $1,000 today. And then they work 20 days in the month and they make 20 grand, and they don't save their money, and they go fucking spend it on dumb shit. And I mean, like, Versace this and fucking Louis Vuitton luggage, and I'm like, what do you need this for?
Yeah, Noah.
And then well, then, like, and then they shot for everybody, and then 6 to 8 months in, they're shot out, and they've shot everything for everybody that year. And then there's all these months that they are struggling to pay their bills, struggling to pay their rent, struggling to make their car payment. And it's hard. Or they hurt themselves. They do something stupid. They fucking fall down in heels and break their ankle. And,
Yeah, those unforeseen events that ultimately do you wrong.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't have medical insurance. So I encourage everybody to go to school, have a backup plan. If you're on your way to get a new degree, get your degree, start your business. Put your money over here, save your money. And the hugest thing is taxes, because we get paid in full, and we 1099.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the year, you get your taxes in, and you owe $50,000 in taxes, and the girls are like, oh my God, I owe $50,000 in taxes. I'm like, well, how much money do you have in the bank? They're like, I have $5,000 in the bank. I'm like, why? Because they make $20,000 a month, and they go on vacation, and they have their car payment, and their boob payment, and their liposuction payment, and they're paying off, and they're paying off this, and they're paying off that, and they bought their boyfriend this, and they took their family here. So it's just like, you know, the mortgage and the rent and this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
Yeah.
like the godmother of porn.
Okay. Now that should be the title from this point on. You are the godmother.
But that's what I tell girls. I give them the breakdown, and then I tell them, can you live with your family knowing that you do this? And know that what has been seen can never be unseen. What has been shot can never be unshot. It's going to be out there forever, to haunt you forever, whether it haunts you in a good way or a bad way. It's up to you on how you take it, you know? And if you want to be a teacher, don't do porn. That's like
plain and simple.
You know, it will come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
Especially during parent-teacher night.
Exactly. You know.
I have a quick question. I mean, granted, I watched porn before, and the woman has phenomenal makeup jobs. I mean, do you guys use specialized makeup, or do you guys do your own airbrush, or
no? I just have makeup artists.
Just good makeup artists.
Waterproof.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, they're sweating and they're still on.
Mostly just waterproof mascara.
Not just sweating.
That's cool.
Mostly the mascara is waterproof, but that's pretty much it, you know.
Okay. Does anyone else have a question for Isis?
No, nobody cares.
Well, no, I had a question about, you said you had a lot of options if you didn't want to be in the porn industry. Like, what are some of those options? Like, what do you want to do in 10 years?
Well, in 10 years, that's way down the line. In
Or
10
5,
years, I
you
would
know.
like to be retired and living off of whatever I've invested my money into. So,
What are some of the things that you're interested in investing in?
I would like to open a juicery. So, I want to open a healthy place where people can, you know.
Yeah.
Juice up.
Juice up, exactly. I'm French and Jamaican, and if you go to Jamaica, there's a lot of like fruit stands and like, you know, everything's pretty organic out there, and you get your juice. And when I go to New York, I drink juice. I juice like 2 of my meals a day, so it's not an option out here in California. In Northern California, there's not an option for it like there is in New York. In New York, every 2 blocks you can get, you know, your ginger, your wheatgrass, your kale, all your good juices. And I want to open something like that out here.
Do it.
And like organic salads, soup salad sandwiches, very healthy.
Yeah.
She will be there.
Yeah, nice.
I know. I'm
nice.
like, I want some right now with wine.
If I could stop doing what I'm doing right now and go and do that, that's what I would do.
All right, we're all your customers.
What do you do to stay in shape? I mean, you have an incredible body, obviously. But what do you...
Besides exercise.
I don't. Well, what's funny, I haven't shot in LA in 8 months.
Okay.
So, just been directing and shooting in San Francisco. For myself, I just started working out at Forma Gym, and I really, 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 really like Forma Gym because they have a room that's a spin class, but when it's not a spin class, you can go in there and get on like the elliptical or the stairs or the treadmill or the bikes, and they play movies. So you're like working out in the dark watching a movie.
Nice.
So I'm in there like sweating and watching the A-Team, and I'm like, yeah. I just go crazy, and then I walk out and my legs hurt. And they have a rock wall, and I like it. They have semi-private classes.
Is that the one in Walnut Creek downtown?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's in Walnut Creek. It's right across the street from McDonald's.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
Backside of Redux. Backside of Redux.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I've seen that. Okay.
I have another question. What's the average salary of a porn star that's been in the business for 12 years like you?
There's no average.
Yeah.
There's no average at all. I can't even like.
Would you be able to tell us? How
Well,
much you
I mean,
make?
when I first was doing it, I was doing it every other month, one shoot every other month, and then, like I said, if the girl's shooting 20 days a month, which is a lot, you know, they're making $20,000 and up. I direct and produce, so mine is completely different.
Oh, right.
My salary, but I mean, easily I'd say on the low end maybe like 60 to 80 grand a year, which is, you know, what a cop makes. So you could also be a cop, because that's what I wanted to do before I started doing porn, and then I wanted to be a lawyer, so I went to law school, and then.
And the highest paid porn star? How much does she make?
Oh, millions.
Millions?
So there's no like, you know, there's everything in between. You know, you get your taxes back, and you know, you're like, oh shit, I made $250,000 last year. That's not bad.
Are you a millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire, but my net worth is
millions.
Millions.
That's the best way of looking.
But I would tell you right now, I'm so humble. Like I have like a beat up piece of shit car. I have like an old boat.
Yeah. I have another quick question. You said you direct and stuff. Now, how do you scope out for talent? Or do they come to you, or do you go out there and it's like, this girl is cute. Maybe she could, be an addition.
Spread her legs.
No, it doesn't work like that. There's people that recruit, but they don't recruit out on the street. There's not really any of that. It's more
There's
like
an agency, I assume.
There's multiple agencies.
Okay.
I have an agent, and I have an adult agent. I have a mainstream agent, and I have an entertainment manager. So girls have all this, and actually generally the agencies will contact you and say, hey, we have this new girl, she's brand new in the industry, she hasn't done a scene. Like Jinx Mays, I shot her first scene. I shot it and I directed it. Yeah, there's a lot of girls that I shot and directed their first scenes.
So you de-virginized them into the industry.
Well, so no, like I shot Jinx Mays, and I was like, you'd be great in LA. You'd be great, mainstream. And I shot her Fetish, and I sent her to LA, and I hooked her up with my agent, and next thing I know, she's winning awards. So and then like Gia DeMarco, I met her in the Fetish scene also. Hooked up with some people, Naughty America and Brazzers, and she went on and did that. But there's not really like a
protocol.
Yeah, like normally it's like a girl who knows somebody, or like for instance, people know I do porn, so girls will come to me and like, oh, I have a so-and-so that's interested, or like my girlfriend really wants to do this, or, and I have a talk with them. And I'll tell you right now, after I have the talk with them, 50% of them are like, never mind.
Speaking of awards, AEE is coming up. Will you be there this year?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Nice.
This year I was nominated.
Ooh.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
For what?
Best boy girl scene with Tori Black and John John.
Wait a minute. Best boy girl scene.
Yeah.
So it's a threesome. Yeah. Okay. I did my math right.
It's like the wine.
I did my math right.
So
wait, that's a threesome.
So Isis.
Yeah.
What are the up and coming projects that are in store for 2012 for you?
2012. I'm doing my official blog site because I'm so tired of people saying, well, I liked you on Facebook, on your Facebook page, and it's not
the fake one that I tried to like. I asked her first.
Fake book.
I have a Facebook page. Not a Facebook page. I have a Facebook, what is it, profile?
There's a Facebook profile, and there's 3,500.
No, that's the page. So there's if you like search me on Facebook, there's like maybe 6 people that are fake me's and a few fake pages of me, and there's thousands of people that are liking this page, and I've gone on there and actually looked at it, and this person, whoever is pretending to be me, is like writing these people back, and people hit me up on my Twitter, and they're like, oh, did you get this that I sent you last week? And I was like, where'd you send it? They're like, Oklahoma. And I'm like, I don't have a mailing address in Oklahoma. And they're like, oh, but I talked to you on Facebook on your page, and I'm like, can you send me the link to the page, and I'll look at it, and it's not me, and it's just somebody pretending to be me. And I've been really, so like my goal in 2012 is to myself, and hopefully with the help of all my fans, get the fake people all deleted. Secondly, I have IsisLoveOfficial.com, and that is going to be like my landing page. Anything that's officially Isis Love will be on there. My networks, my FetLife accounts, my Facebook. Yeah, I started a new Facebook, a regular Facebook. I don't have a page yet, but any network that I have, my Ustream, my everything.
Google Plus.
My Google Plus, my YouTube profile. Yeah. So everything that's going to be on there that's officially mine, that I actually update myself and write on myself and blog on myself. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a blog. It'll be calendar of all my projects.
Beautiful.
A lot of behind the scenes stuff. I'm going to post as much behind the scenes stuff as I can. And then I'm working on building a website, so everybody's going to see all the behind the scenes stuff. I like bondage, so I have naughtyhouse.com that I just bought, which is naughty like in knots, like KNOTTY.
Exactly.
Right. So.
And you also have some type of contest connected to that.
I do have a contest connected. I was talking to you about that earlier. So right now, naughtyhouse.com is under construction, and right now I'm shooting like crazy for it, and we have a logo, and we have the whole design. Everything's being built. The only thing we don't have right now is a slogan. So. Last year I told everybody that everybody's like, Isis, will you fuck your fans? Would you ever fuck a fan? I actually have done a scene last year that I fucked a fan for Divine Bitches. and I tied him up and I beat him up and I strap-on fucked him in the ass. So,
Oh my god.
That's what he gets for having
So people ask me all the time, like, do you do this?
Noah's like, here I go.
Noah's like, where can I sign up?
Sign me up. But it's very
I got my
rare.
tissues already.
Is that to clean up after?
This is for the tears.
Your Santorum? Oh.
This is for the tears.
I'll lick your tears up. It's okay.
If I got taken in the ass, then at least you can.
That's for his man chowder.
Oh my god, he gives you permission. Oh my god, Noah.
Yeah.
What?
What has been said can never be unsaid.
Do him with a Corona bottle.
Only on the Slam Show.
He likes Corona bottles.
So people ask me if I do it. I don't do it often. It's very rare. I've maybe done 3 shoots in a 12-year span where I've worked with a shot with a fan. So like I said, I don't have a slogan for my new website. Again, it's going to be Naughty House, KNOTTY house.com. And it's going to be fetish, bondage. Not everything's going to be BDSM, like even just fetishy stuff, foot fetish, all kinds of stuff. Anyway, whoever comes up with the best slogan, that's how you enter the contest, right? You want to be in the contest, you want to shoot with me on camera, open to guys and girls. Come up with the best slogan. Your slogan's going to go on my website, and you get to shoot with me. So there you go. You can send your slogans to isislovexxx@yahoo.com.
There you go.
That's what it is. And, bookmark the Isis Love official page, because all my official shit will be on there.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is there anything you're adamantly opposed to in porn, like a midget or or something else? Anything stick out?
Obviously,
No pun
I'm against, child porn, animal bestiality. It's not something that I'm into at all. Vomit, not into vomit. Not my favorite thing. I have a lot of friends. Shout out to Aiden Starr. who has no problem barfing on somebody.
Ugh.
I love her. She's one of my best friends. And she jokes with me all the time. We'll go out and she'll make vomit sounds towards me. And I'm like, fucking bitch, stop it. She just laughs. She thinks it's hilarious because I hate vomit. 100% against vomit. Ugh.
Pistol, you're getting a little perspiring there.
That's gross. That's gross. No, Isis, actually, I want to know what sign. Jocelyn wants to know what sign you are.
And I'm against shit.
What sign?
Scat.
Sign. What sign
Oh,
are you?
what sign? I'm a Virgo.
Virgo.
August 27th. So on all the fake Facebook pages, I know all the birthdays are wrong. My birthday is actually August 27th.
Oh.
And don't be stealing her birthday now.
Don't
to
be
all
stealing
you
my
creepers
birthday.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's mark
Yes.
it down so if the Slam Show drops on your birthday, you're welcome back.
Hey.
And we'll have a big celebration like we're doing for mine.
I think I'm going to be in Jamaica, but if I'm here, yeah.
There you go. Beautiful, beautiful.
So, have you ever fucked a midget? I don't know. I just want to know, man.
I think they're called little people, Noah.
It depends what part of the country, but
Hey, it actually does fall on your birthday.
It depends on how how tall they are. I think there's like a
Height requirement to ride this ride?
Yeah, for like different names, I think. Have I ever fucked somebody who's classified as a midget? No.
You must be this tall.
I'm
to ride
just
this.
curious. I don't know.
I fucked some short girls though, some really short girls.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
who knows?
All right, all right. So, before we let you go, Miss Love, we have a little Q&A that we always have for our guests and so forth. 10 questions. You just be very transparent and honest, and
Okay.
let's see what you can come up with. Stallion, go ahead, go with number 1.
All right, what is your favorite song right now?
Oh, Love Lost by the Temper Trap.
Cool. Just one?
That's it. He said song.
Well, usually they always add some
Yeah.
secondary ones, but you're like very dedicated on that.
Yeah, that's my favorite song right now.
Okay.
Is that what you're playing on the way here?
No, I think it was on the phone on the way here. I was talking to my assistant on my way here.
Oh, cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right, number 2. What's the weirdest pickup line a guy has used on you?
Honey, if you were a tear in my eye, I would never cry for in fear of losing you.
What?
Like
the accent.
Is that in Texas?
Texas.
I'm like, the
But
accent
I
and all?
Pretty good.
I remember it because of the tear, and I was like, oh, interesting. Because I like tears. It was just weird. Anyway.
All right. Okay, cool. Your favorite store to shop?
What am I shopping for?
This store, you know?
Anything.
Anything.
Your main one.
Let's just say a lingerie store. How's that?
Well, it could be
lingerie
like
store.
Trader Joe's or something.
I was gonna say TJ Maxx.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
Something simple.
That's right next to Perfect Tan.
That's right.
It's right next to Sip Sellers.
I just spent $400 over there.
Norbert's like, come on by, just hang out. That's cool. All right, number 4. What kind of movies can you watch over and over again?
Oh my God, The Labyrinth, The Goonies. I was a massive Goonies fan. The
Hell
Sandlot.
yeah, Goonies.
Hate the Goonies.
What?
The Goonies.
You need to
What?
get out right now, Pete.
Lame.
Wait, are you saying that you don't know The Goonies?
No, I didn't say that. It was Pete.
Pistol Pete.
He was questioning.
I don't understand that.
Pete's scared of
You don't
sloth.
understand the Goonies?
Yeah,
The
that's lame.
Goonies?
What's wrong with you?
This is
I
our world.
just don't like it.
Our world down here. 7. I like 7 with Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
I really like Morgan Freeman though. Like
Oh, yeah, he's awesome.
he looks like my dad without dreadlocks. My dad has dreadlocks.
Oh.
So every time a Morgan Freeman movie comes out, I'm like, oh, daddy.
Oh,
I have like
that's
this weird,
sweet.
weird father connection thing with Morgan Freeman. It's
Mhm.
very strange.
That's cool.
But yeah, The Labyrinth is definitely just on the very, very top of my list as far as what I could watch over and over again.
Nice. That's a cool plate of different types of movies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, what's your ideal of a hot romantic date?
Oh my God, it's been a really long time since I've gone on a date.
Noah, what's going through your mind?
Noah.
I'm taking notes in my head.
Corona.
Don't disturb me right now.
Bottle.
He's
My
like, we're
butt-
going to TJ
just get out of my
Maxx.
butt.
The Corona.
We're watching The Labyrinth.
Gonna run. So we're gonna run the TJ Maxx.
Exactly. Listen
Nine
to
maybe?
Love Lost. Yeah. I don't know. There's not like one kind of perfect date. I mean, I guess
No
and
scenario,
you can
no
make-
dream scenario of any sort?
No, I mean you can make anything romantic, but there's like a fine line between romantic and cheesy. So it's really hard for me to like elaborate.
Okay.
But
So what-
honestly, if somebody wanted to take me somewhere, I'd like to go like wakeboarding or snowboarding or paintball shooting or something fun and
Noah's like,
physical.
check off 1, check off 2.
Yeah, and then maybe after that we could go to Indian Springs, hot springs, and like mud baths, and then swim in like the hot springs. But I need like a variety of things.
You get bored easy.
Oh my God, I have like ADD of life, bad. I need variety.
Oh, that's why you're here on the Slam Show. This is all about variety.
Yeah.
Big fucking time. Okay, number 6. What's your favorite alcoholic beverage?
Well, my fans who know me know that I don't drink
Oh.
much.
Much.
I
I
mean,
like
no,
that little much at the end.
Like at all, at all. But if I do have a drink, it's generally like a vodka tonic
Mhm.
with a lot of lime, and that's pretty much it. And again, that's like
Why the hell's Norbert like doing this shit?
No.
Norbert
it's
like
very
that's.
rare that I drink.
I'm just breaking your balls, Norbert.
Have you ever had a redheaded slut?
The drink, no.
Yeah. The drink.
Not
No.
the girl, Pete.
The girl, yes. The drink, no.
That's what they were drinking on New Year's Eve, right, Nick?
No. No, I used to.
You didn't have one of those?
I've
It's
never
good
tried
drink.
it. I used to manage a bar, and it just completely turned me off
Mhm.
to alcohol. For 4 years, managed this bar, and it was like the smell of alcohol at one point was like, ugh.
You were just nauseous.
Yeah, you work in a strip club, everybody drinks, and you work in a bar, and everybody drinks, and you just watch these people act stupid, and it's fun. I get
Yeah.
to tell the stories the next day
Yeah.
of what they did, and they're like, oh my God. So
Oh, there you have it.
I don't drink much, but if I did, like I said, vodka tonic with
Gotcha.
a lot of lime.
Okay.
Norbert's happy. Go ahead.
All right, on the next question. What's the weirdest phobia you have?
Vomit. I'm horrified of vomit. It's the most disgusting thing in the world.
No snakes,
I
no
have
nothing.
nightmares. No, I like
She said
snakes.
vomit.
I'm
She already gave you an answer. Don't be mentioning snakes. I
Snakes on the
hate snakes.
Snakes that vomit.
I have nightmares.
About The
literally.
Exorcist?
No, because that's like split pee. But okay, so split pee. But it used to be so bad where if in a movie if they threw up, I was like, oh my god, oh god,
So you can't watch
Oh my
Jackass?
god. Oh my god. But then I could see like the person getting gutted and their eyeballs getting burnt out and exploding
Yeah.
easily. It's just vomit for some reason. Now I can watch it and go, okay, that's fake. Yeah, Hostel and the girl's eye was hanging out. That was totally fine for me. Even like the Human Centipede was fine. The Human Centipede 2 when the part when like the diarrhea was flying to the camera, I was like, oh man, thank God I don't eat chocolate pudding. But vomit is like a whole different realm of like disgusting.
What about
for me.
pus? Pus coming out of a pimple.
Pus is totally fine.
I'm
vomit.
like vomit. Moving on.
So you can't. then you can't watch Jackass movies
Look
with
it
all
up
the
on,
vomit.
on YouTube. Oh, so
Yeah.
gross.
Way down there.
Sage is the freaking question police right
No,
now.
I'm serious. She said vomit. Everyone's just going off
But
the
that's
topic and
I
saying
think that's
cuss.
even grosser than
never
vomit.
No way,
Pus?
dude.
Okay,
Way
so there's
grosser.
a YouTube video when they like cut this guy's back open and the pus comes out.
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm talking about.
Yeah, and they're all in
I've
the
seen
background
that.
and they're like, "Oh my god, it
Yes.
smells so bad!" And like I'm
Right?
laughing the whole time, and then they
Ugh.
squeeze it and it's all.
Ugh.
Anyway, no, pus doesn't bother me. Guts doesn't bother me. Shit doesn't bother me. Blood doesn't bother me. I can probably stitch somebody like this, stitch their skin. I can stick needles in people.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't
Make
bother
them
me.
cry.
Yeah, I've done so many strap-on things where I've like fucked people and it came out and there's like shit everywhere and I'm like, oh damn, can I have a baby wipe? It's so normal, but like vomit.
Baby wipes. That's your best friend.
Baby wipes, favorite.
Yes.
Baby wipes. They're only 98 cents too. Go get a pack of baby wipes. Clean your shit nicely.
Now, if they have an ordinance on that, all hell's gonna break loose.
Oh my god. Well,
Who the hell doesn't use baby wipes? I mean,
Some dirty ones.
okay, well.
Dirty.
I don't know. But I've gotten a lot better with my vomit phobia, can I tell you, because I've done so many deep throating things with girls and they've like accidentally thrown up.
Mhm.
And before I would like have to close my eyes and like take the strap on off and like put it down and like walk away and like tell my PA, I need clean up. Now I'm like, oh fuck, she threw up on me. And I'm like, okay, and then like the PA will come and I can stand there now.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that it happens and then I start to go and then it's just over.
Sure.
It's not sexy to me.
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
No, I have no phobia. I'm good.
Well, I'm not afraid of poop, but it's not like a fetish of mine either. And I've been accidentally crapped on a crap load of times because of strap-on stuff. But I don't freak out about it like I do about vomit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's how I am with poop is how people are with vomit. Like if their friends throwing up, they hold their hair back and they're like, "Oh, it's okay, Becky, let out. You drank too much." I'm like, "Take your fucking friend home right now. You're the fuck out of my house. I can't use that bathroom for like a week now. Fucking assholes." But that's vomit.
That's cool. That's cool.
Next question.
Thank you.
Who is your celebrity crush, guy or girl?
Girl, Scarlett Johansson.
You would just rip her apart, right?
No, I would maybe tie her up a little nicely.
Would you make her cry?
Probably yes.
Would you make
But
her
I'd wait
vomit?
till the tear got to her lip before I licked it
Ooh.
off.
Yeah. Okay. And any guy crush?
I go, my guy crushes kind of change on a regular basis. I have like a little thing for Hunter Parrish right now.
Okay.
Who's that?
He's he's Silas in Weeds.
Oh, I don't recall.
There was like one episode.
I don't
I was
recall.
watching it with some of my friends, and there was like an episode where he was like eating this girl out on a table at a cheese shop, and I was like, ooh. And then after that, I was just like, I can't stop thinking about it. And
Wait,
maybe it was just that scene that made me like.
Did you
hot
say
for him,
it's in the show Weeds? Is that like the HBO or?
Mhm.
Okay, got it.
That's
Showtime.
cool.
Okay.
Weeds.
Okay. Cool. What do you got, Stallion?
Do you believe in ghosts or UFOs or both?
Yes and yes. Do I
What-
believe in ghosts? Yes. Do I believe in UFOs?
Spirits
Yes.
and all that?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
And have you seen any personally,
No,
or is
but
it just
I
like a
swear to
strong?
God, my house
faith?
is haunted. Not haunted because the ghosts are nice.
Okay.
But I'm very serious that.
Talk to Homer.
Yeah. We have a helpful friend here.
Homer is our spiritualist right here.
You?
That's right.
Yeah. So if you need any ghost hunting needs, he'll take care of it.
I believe in ghosts, but I don't like. There's like the ghost whisperer and all that. The people that talk to spirits, that's fine. But the people that talk to like the ghosts of dead animals, I'm not like really sure about that.
It can happen
Really, with animals?
with animals, but you connect with the energy.
Oh, see, I mean, I definitely believe in ghosts. I definitely believe in. I mean, we're aliens.
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
See, Norbert, I told you we're aliens.
Have you ever had alien sex?
I mean, just to be able to believe in a human life and like how everything's created and life in general and energy in general, like you can't shut all doors.
That's right.
You've had sex
There
with an
you go.
alien.
There you go.
Probably.
Yeah.
I've had sex with other people. Katy Perry.
All right, our 10th question. Do you have any hidden talents? Can you sing? Can you rap?
I have talents, but they're definitely not hidden.
Okay.
I don't know.
What'd you say, Pete?
Nothing. Nothing. I didn't say
Once
nothing.
you say it, you can't take it back.
You say it. You said it, Anthony.
Yeah.
No.
Say it again.
Pete, what did you say?
It wasn't me.
No, we heard you.
No.
It's on camera.
I heard you say that. Yeah, I
Jocelyn,
can squirt, but it's on
what was
camera.
All right.
What did Jocelyn
Like I
say?
said, I have talents, none of which are hidden.
Well, check this out. I says we're going to go
Jocelyn.
ahead and pass around the mic for any of the studio audience to ask any questions. So here, Homer, if you want to say something, go ahead and ask.
Homer
Or
wants to
just
say.
pass it over to Norbert and bring it all the way around.
Pass the torch.
Well, actually,
Speak it to the mic.
I just like what you said about ghosts and aliens.
Thanks.
There you go.
Randy's got a whole list of questions right there.
Keep it short, Randy, please.
I'll give you 30 seconds.
Talk about this cameo
All right.
appearance.
For sure. All right, I got a ton, but I'm just gonna.
You got a ton of what?
Okay, so I do a lot of video production and stuff like that,
Okay.
and I know that a lot of footage and content is shot, but you only produce so much of it.
Yeah, it's edited.
In the industry, I mean, is there a lot of that? I mean, how much goes on before we actually see the final cut? I mean,
it depends what you mean by what goes on. Like, are we having sex off camera? Generally, no. Most of the time, the off-camera stuff that gets edited out is like bloopers or like the shit that happens.
The vomit.
the
The
accidents.
vomit. Yeah, or like the words or the dialogue that's said wrong, or people joking around and acting silly, or a girl who says she can squirt and is like, yeah, I'm gonna come, and she like pushes and it's like pee. And you're like,
I hate
it's like
when that
dark yellow.
happens.
Oh, man.
That stuff gets
Hate when that happens.
The fakers, So
Wasn't that in a comedy bit with Squeaks?
So I got okay. All right. So I got one more. So
like of 20 minutes of footage that we shoot, we generally out of every 20 minutes use about 12 minutes of good footage.
okay. So now I've seen a porn or two in my lifetime.
But just like one or two, right?
But how do you deal with sexual diseases and stuff like that? I mean, is that a big issue? Is that part of like we got to have our on-site VD guy that everyone goes to because somebody went outside of the circle and something happened or something?
Yeah, I mean, again, being in the industry for 12 years, I've seen the industry evolve in all kinds of ways. Where when I first started in the industry, within the first 9 years, it was one HIV scare, where in the past 3 years there's been 3. So it's like it's definitely going up, but that's also because more and more people are coming in, like you said, from outside of the circle, or they are doing stuff outside of the circle. Also, we have been going outside of the United States and shooting, and the testing protocol is a little bit different. So it's changed a lot. As far as what our standard is we get tested by blood and urine about every 21 to 24 days. We have a test that's valid for only 30 days, and it takes a few days for your test to come back, so you have to overlap your test. So I get tested about every 3 weeks, and OSHA's trying to pass this condom law right now, and they've been trying to pass it for a really long time. I would not be opposed if they passed it. It wouldn't change my life any differently. When I shoot at Kink, I actually haven't shot boy girl in 8 months in LA, and I'll tell you why in a second. But when I shoot anything boy girl at Kink, I have the option to use a condom, and I do use a condom. But the most common STDs in the adult industry are gonorrhea, chlamydia. But it's also the most common STD outside of the industry. as far as people in the industry, we're definitely more aware of our bodies and what's going on and the signs where somebody could go have sex with somebody they met at the bar, the condom could break, they could not use a condom, they could make out with a person who's, they could have oral sex with a person and think, oh, I used the condom during sexual intercourse, but orally they didn't, or even kissing somebody they didn't, and get STDs by then they go home and sleep with their partner, whatever. The risk of getting an STD is definitely higher outside of the industry than it is in the industry, because we're just more aware, and then we're kind of only sleep with the people that are in our circle generally. Now, why I haven't shot in 8 months? In the 12 years that I've shot porn, I can honestly say that in the first 9 years during that one HIV scare, I got gonorrhea once and I got chlamydia once, both from a boyfriend that was cheating on me. Both times. One of my boyfriends was a DJ and one of my boyfriends was a bartender. They brought it home. Okay. So then, now to last year. Last year in the industry, I got chlamydia 4 times last year. But I haven't shot for 4 months. So, in the first 4 months of last year, I got chlamydia. Actually, I got gonorrhea once and chlamydia 3 times. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a break right now from shooting, because whatever is going on, it's not good for me. So I can honestly say that definitely, again, we're more aware in the industry. But, I mean, STDs, STIs, and bacteria are everywhere and everybody. I'm such a promoter of safe sex and, like, going and getting tested. And everybody's like, I don't have insurance. I'm like, go to Planned Parenthood. It's free. You can get tested. They can treat you for anything. And you can get birth control there. You can get free condoms. You can get birth control for girls. Anything. You can get anything at Planned Parenthood. And I'm huge on safe sex.
Thank you.
I knew that was going to be extended.
I'm sorry.
Actually, those were good questions.
No, I'm
Thank
sorry,
you.
but
Yeah, they were.
It's a lot of girls won't admit it, that, you know, I've never popped a dirty test. No, fuck that. This is why I haven't shot in 8 months, because whatever's going on down there, whatever the cycle is, I want it to be done when I go back there.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Who else has any questions?
I do.
Speaking to the mic.
Sorry. I'm just curious, how does it affect your relationships?
It's difficult to have a normal relationship. I've been in a few relationships where people generally can't handle it. I was with somebody for 6 years, and they cheated on me just massively. And it was, again, one of those things where he was like, well, you fuck people. Why can't I fuck people? And I was like, well, honey, if you want to have an open relationship, that's fine. Let's have an open relationship. Use the protection, but I need you to get tested every month like I do. And, like, that's how it was. And he just was like, no. And I was like, wait, you want me to be, you want me to, like, to, and it was just, anyway, so it's really difficult. I've been in relationships with people that are in the industry, and they're like, I don't want you to shoot with so-and-so and so-and-so, because I know them. And I'm like, nope, not going to happen. Like, I'm going to shoot, I'm going to make my money. And it's, people need to understand that what we do is what we do for work. Yes, I do love my job. I do enjoy it immensely. But when I come home, I'm home. I'm me. I'm at home. You know, I'm a normal person. But it's really hard because people can't differentiate what I do at work and on camera to home.
And would you be able to stop if you met someone that wanted you to?
I wouldn't stop for anybody but myself. The fact is that, I mean, if I love that person and they really don't want me to shoot, and I feel like, okay, you know, my time is done, then I won't shoot anymore. But if they're like, you can never, ever shoot a porn ever again, and I'm like, well, hell, hey, I have, like, all these shoots booked. Like, that's not going to happen. It just really depends on the situation. But, yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyone else? That's it?
Oh, Jocelyn has lots of questions.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever fallen in love with one of your co-stars? Like, had feelings when you were doing
it?
Feelings.
Not feelings down there, but feelings over here.
Bitter patterns.
I mean, there's definitely people that I've shot with that I've been more like, oh man, this is hot. Like, you look into their eyes, their pupils dilate. You guys know when you're into something, your pupils dilate 33%, right?
Yeah, that chemistry.
Yeah. So, like, if you look at somebody and they look at you and you see their pupils dilate or pulsate, It's because they're into what they're looking at. But it happens with everything, with food. Anyway. But when you like look into somebody's eyes and you're like you have a connection with that person, like you want to shoot with them more often. I know girls that got together with people. The guy that I dated in the industry actually didn't shoot with him before I dated. I just knew him from directing scenes with him, and I was like, oh, it's cool, and we hung out after. But as far as like on camera falling in love, no. Had strong sexual desires for that person afterwards. Yes, definitely.
And do you know how many, like, people you've been with?
On camera or off camera?
Like both.
12 years.
Countless.
Countless. Well, I mean,
more than Wilt Chamberlain.
I don't know how many people Will Chamberlain has slept with.
It's well documented, I think.
I stopped. You stop counting after 100. I mean, that was a long time ago. Yeah, I've definitely been with I mean, I can't even say. You guys can do the math. I like 6 to 12 scenes a month for 9 years, and then for the other couple years was like every so often. Any relationship that I'm in is definitely like a monogamous relationship off camera, unless I'm just dating people. So
that brought a smile to Jocelyn's face.
I have one last question. Do you only date men, or are you bisexual?
I date men and women. I guess bisexual is like the term for it, but I just date whoever makes me happy.
Nice.
Well, that closes it out, Isis, in terms of our Q&A, extensive version of it. Thank you very much for being able to hang out here at the Slam Show on our special edition. We're going to go ahead and take a quick music break and be back for our shouts and plugs, and everyone could go ahead and replug everything, your websites and so forth, and all the shouts from everyone here in the in-studio audience. So everyone out there, hang tight. We'll be back on the Slam Show.
Sorry, my questions, the answers are so...
Ladies, let me, cause I'm gearing on, I'm always on the grind. Got handles like Roman candles when I'm swacking from behind. Yeah, I be going harder than I oughta in the paint. But I had no negative feedback or no fault if I complain. There's some players in this ball and resupplying all the train. Haters hating, let them hate, they ain't really got no rank. Trick me laughing in MacGyver, I be flying in the jet. So the chicks gon' pick and choose, reporting live on the set. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Picking and choosing. Got 'em 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 picking and choosing. Ladies line up. There's some players in here. Ladies line up. There's some players in here. Ladies line up. There's some players in here. Ladies line up. There's some players in here.
They're picking on the kid like an afro. I'm a pimp and my slippers in the bath, bro. I win it all, never splitting it in half, bro. Independent with it, so I'm getting to the cash flow. Playing money ball, they justice. It's hammer time, trick, can't touch this. I'm on lean like I'm finna need crutches. I'm the definition of what doing too much is. But such is life. I've been here all night trying to find my wife. Now I'm like,
where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Got 'em picking and choosing. 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 Ladies line up. There's some players in here. Ladies line up. There's some players in here. Ladies line up. There's some players in here. Ladies line up. There's some players in here.
Fresh up out Vallejo, white Louis the same color as J.O. Been a Bay boy ever since a day-o. No matter what you say, I'm always on my J.O. Straight hustler. The women, the money, and all the cars. 707, they're breeding me into a star. Bottle service, tell them chicks at the bar that there's some players over here who do it major up in here. Rose, Patron, and Goose. Mixed with the crayon and some betterest juice.
Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Where we at? Right here. Where they at? Over there. Got 'em picking and choosing. 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 Got 'em picking and choosing.
Oh yeah, that's a little pick and choosing by Dirty Beloved out of B-Town. What up, Slap Master? We are back on the Slam Show. This is the shouts and plugs by everyone here in the studio. Let's go ahead and start off with the runner Noah. Who do you want to give a shout out to?
I want to give a shout out to our special guest, Isis.
Hey, word.
You have beautiful feet, by the way. I've been able
There
to
we
look at them
go.
the whole show.
Lick 'em. Lick 'em.
Yeah.
I'm really sad. I lost my little diamonds that were on there. You know.
Now you got Randy looking at your feet.
I can't help it.
Did you lose them in someone's mouth?
No,
Let's,
I lost
shout
them
out
in some
to
shoes.
Isis and to birthday boy Slam and Sam for
Hey,
all that
happy
he
birthday.
does. He works
you.
very hard to make this studio very homey.
Homie.
I feel at home here. That's why.
Thank you.
And one more shout out, well, of course, to our crew and to all of our sponsors and everybody. And Croy Sather ran across America last year. He is running 50 miles a day from LA to Vegas right now.
All right. There you go. Fellow runner. Lady Sage, what do you got?
Well, first and foremost, shout out to you, Slam and Sam. Happy fucking birthday.
Time for punches.
I like that one.
Exactly.
I like that one. Isis had like, aggressiveness.
And to our special guest, Isis. And we're blessed to have all of our crew complete tonight. Stallion, Pistol Pete, Randy the Seeker, Noah. Our favorite sponsor, Perfect Tan, Jocelyn Norbert, Fatima
Orzella.
Nick,
Or Salah.
and of course, my spiritualist, Homer.
Right on, right on. Okay, Pistol Pete, what do you got there?
All right. Shout out to Liquid Nitro, Homer, Niner Empire, Drinkware Clothing, Perfect Tan, Miss Walnut Creek, who I think next week she's going for Teen California. And
Yeah, Andrea
Perfect Tan is helping them
Gordo.
out. Contact Perfect Tan because they're helping out Andrea. And Mello's Pizza, my dad who's watching, my sister who's watching, all my cousins, my kids, Tyler and Bella. I love you so much.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, DJ Stallion, what do you got?
Yeah, all right. Pistol Pete, Noah the Runner, Lady Sage. Happy birthday, Slam and Sam.
Thank you, sir.
And remember at that show, you're going to get your punches.
Oh, I'm ready for him.
And spankings.
And our special guest, Isis Love. And sponsors, we have Mellows, Kinders, Justin and Matt, What's Up, Sip Sellers, Natural Life Foods, Wingstop, our new sponsor. Thanks, Derek, out in Pittsburgh and Pleasant Hills stores.
Yes, yes.
Beach Hut Deli, Liquid Nitro, Perfect Tan, Niner Empire, Drinkware, and our guests sitting around in the studio are Zella, Homer, Fatima, Nick, and online we got Allie and St. Helena and Trisha listening.
Nice.
It's Orcella.
Ursula.
Yeah, I just went how I heard it.
Exactly. All right, I'll go ahead and close it out with the shout-outs. I'd like to say special thanks to my entire crew, Noah, Sage, Pistol Pete, DJ Stallion, The Seeker, in the house, Randy, Perfect Tan, the whole crew, Fatima, Orzella, Nick, Homer, the super spiritualist, in the house. Thank you very much. To all the sponsors and affiliates out there, thank you for all your support. We're going to kick off this 2012 year big as we have with this show tonight with our special guest, Isis Love, the super adult star of the world, gracing our presence.
Vintage.
I don't like using that word, vintage. You are far from that. Thank you very much for making it down.
Thank you.
And we're going to have a little shindig, big party thing, and I guess when we go off camera, we're going to have a little presentation on the big overhead camera, aren't we? Yeah, let's go ahead and get that
May I
prepared up.
excuse myself so I can prepare it?
Yeah,
Please?
there
Thank
you go. Right on. So for everyone out there, thank you very much for hanging out here on the Slam Show on this special edition, and we will see you next week. You guys take care. Peace.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, everybody.
Yay.
Main Street to the underground. Songs being sampled, pulled apart, mashed.
Two things that maybe shouldn't work together, but do.
I'm Adrian, that's Mysterious D, and we started this party!
DJ, put that record on. That's my song, that's my shit. Drop top and playing our favorite. Playing our favorite. DJ, put that record on. That's my song, that's my shit. I'm ready to party. Let's go.
Wavy waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways and make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow proper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper. Do my thing, motherfucker. Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights out of sight. Long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in. Make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, don't we need it? Walk in the club is fire. Get it crunk and wired. Wave your hands, scream louder. If you smoking, fired up. Bring the roof down and holler. If you tipsy, stand up. DJ, turn it louder. Take somebody by the waist and now throw it in their face like hypnotic, robotic. This here will rock your bodies. Take somebody by the waist and now throw it in their face like systematic, it's static. This hit be automatic.